Welcome to the dopest live stream that's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, and sometimes like a showcase. Khary's crib, Khary's crib, Khary's crib, Khary's crib.
Yo, it's another news day. I feel good, I'm on top like a kufe. Sipping my coffee, shaking my head for homies acting goofy. Guess they do it for the gram or the TikTok, so who's me? Welcome to the crib, let's kick it like Bruce Lee. Part intelligent, part ratchet, that's Sap Neil deGrasse, you have Boosie. Listen, man. Real spit, now that's lit, homie, truthfully. If you in the Tampa area, you should be down like Bruce B. We treat the pod like sex, we start slow and at full speed. You like the way we work it? 9 p.m. we going in, we podding perfect. Beez and Tati is my posse. No worries because I know my posse got me. Be careful, we might snap like paparazzi. But yo, let's start the show and get a lit like sipping hot Tati. What's good and Tenn, pretty people? Friday evening, my name is Khary. This is my crib. And I invite you into my home for another evening of the dopest live stream. That's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, and every now and then like a showcase. We have another dope show for you tonight. Mike Tyson was traveling the friendly skies when he had to stop being friendly and put the pause on the man. We'll get into it. Rihanna's to-be baby daddy, A$AP Rocky was arrested at LAX on Wednesday for a charge allegedly going back to 2021. Was calling him a baby daddy disrespectful? I don't know. DJ Envy and his wife revealed that she faked it for over 10 years. That was disrespectful. Have you faked it or would you fake it? We'll get into it and a bunch more. I'm joined by the homie Beez. Buddha. What's up to all my house guests in the chat? Everybody watching, podcast listeners listening. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you're not already. Share this with your people. Let's have some fun tonight. Phone lines are open. 813-559-3339. Hit us up. Let us know your thoughts. Jump in the chat. Drop a comment. How is everybody doing? What's up to all my house guests in the chat? I hope your week was great, fantastic, and no nonsense happened. I hope you had a really good week. How you been, Beez? What's good with you, brother?
Yo, I'm good. I'm awesome, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, like I said, I'm just happy to see another day, man. Happy to see another day.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. I can't disagree with that one there. What's going on here? Oh, well. All right.
I feel like for all I've been through in life, to see another day.
Oh yeah, man, that's a blessing. Yeah, that's a blessing. Blessed to be here another day. Oh, which reminds me, today is the homie Rock's birthday. Happy birthday to the homie Rock.
AKA Mr. Brass Monkey.
Mr. Brass Monkey. That was his drink back in the days, Brass Monkey. Yes. I don't think I've ever really rocked with the Brass Monkey like that. I just did not like the name Brass Monkey. So I was like, I don't know what that is. That sounds weird. I ain't really gonna fuck with it like that.
You wanna hear the bug shit is?
What's that?
Out of all the liquors back in the day, that shit was actually the best. Rock was on to something, yo. My man. Listen, that shit tastes like lemonade. That shit is lemonade.
Lemonade was oh shit. I'm choking on this gas. Trying to say lemonade was a popular drink and it still is.
A popular drink and it still is. Yes.
Oh, that's that gas right there. I'm smoking some shit called peanut butter. It's called peanut butter. You ever had peanut butter, Beez?
All right, now I gotta ask you this. Are you smoking peanut butter breath? Are you smoking peanut butter and jelly? Are you smoking peanut butter brittle?
I just know it's called peanut butter. I don't know what kind. Niggas just said it's peanut butter. And half the time I don't even be believing niggas. I just be thinking they just be putting names on shit and don't know. They just be splitting shit on there. That's what I think. For a lot of people.
Okay, I got one last question for you about that, and I'm gonna leave it alone.
What's that?
Does it smell peanut buttery? I'm not saying when you smoke it. Sometimes it tastes peanut butter. Peanut butter brittle tastes peanut buttery, but
actually, I don't know which is which. But if my mind is saying it might smell like peanut butter, then it might smell like peanut butter, but it also might smell like doo-doo, and my brain is just saying it smells like peanut butter. But I don't know.
Yeah, they don't do it like they used to. Chocolate used to taste like chocolate.
Right. You know, Bud used to have the crazy good taste. Bud is different nowadays. And we celebrated 420 this week too, by the way. You know, but it's 420 every day. And today is 422 as well. April 22nd is 422.
Let me ask you this.
What's that?
What would you do, right? Like back in the day, Buzz, you know, this is the opening thing. What would you do if you ran into some motherfucking Cambodian bud?
Are you talking about like some joints from back in the days?
Yes.
I would be a little excited and very curious to see if that's gonna make me feel the way it used to make me feel back in the days. Makes me. I wonder if it's different. What you was gonna say?
You know what's so crazy? But this is the one thing that I always wondered: does this make a difference? Back in the day, Bud, do the seeds make a difference?
I don't know. Possibly. You know,
like think about it.
Nowadays,
think about it. When you used to pick seed out your weed, as to now, there's no seed in your weed. Like
right, and I would say that can possibly make a difference. Some people be like, "Ooh, no seeds, no sticks," so they don't have to pick that shit out. But in order for them to have weed like that, it's not that they're picking the seeds out ahead of time. They're being genetically modified so they don't produce seeds. You know, so like the DNA of these strands is being manipulated so they don't have seeds. So you can grow your own shit for one. But I do think that genetic modification of marijuana to keep it from creating seeds might lower its potency. You know, it would make sense.
I feel you.
If somebody was to cut off a dude's nuts, his potency is lowered. That's what you're doing to weed. You're pretty much cutting off the nuts and the ovaries for the weed. They're gonna be less.
Have no sure shot, huh?
Yeah, they ain't got that extra juice. It ain't got that extra juice. You cut off the nuts, like when you take a dog and get the dog neutered or spayed or some shit like that. They say the dog calms down. The dog calms down. So when they genetically modify weed, guess what? That weed is calmed down. So it ain't got the seeds no more. So it ain't got that. You know. Plus, yo, you remember actually smoking seeds by accident? Like that shit just gets in there. You be smoking, all of a sudden that shit just go.
And that shit pop.
That shit just blow up in your fucking face. Not explode, but you hear the shit. You hear that shit pop. It sounds like you got popcorn in your blunt.
or you that nasty smell and the smoke be like this from the blunt.
Yeah, niggas used to say, "Oh, you smoked the shit." Niggas used to be like, "Oh, you smoked the seed, you gonna get a headache." Niggas had wild theories back in the days. Oh, you smoked the seed, you gonna get a headache. Oh man, do you think that was true?
Niggas used to go for it.
You think that was true?
I think sometimes, yeah. Or did I just mentally prepare myself to have a headache when I smoked the seed?
Possibly. You know what though? I'm just now realizing smoking weed, I don't get headaches from smoking weed. Back in the days when I was young, when I first started smoking weed, back in the days I would get headaches every now and then from smoking weed. Like whether it was the seed or not. Maybe I just smoked a whole lot of bullshit and I got a headache, but
you know, only time I get headaches from smoking weed now is recycled blunts.
Not even that. I just don't get headaches from weed no more. Maybe it's because they lowered the intensity of it by neutering the weed. It's a possibility. You know? But you know what, let's jump into the show, but we're gonna keep it on weed just a little bit because who we're starting to show off actually has his own dispensary now out in Vegas. And we're talking about Mike Tyson. And Mike Tyson was on a plane this week. Looked like he was sitting in first class because they were seats I ain't never seen before. They were seats I'd never seen before. The seats had glass on the top. Like the seats there's only 2 seats per side. I was like, oh, they are definitely in first class, right? Well, there was a man sitting behind Tyson who was also in first class and felt, I guess he felt because he was in first class, he could do his first class white boy privileges. They say he was intoxicated, but they said that he kept pestering Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was like, yo, at first he was kind of friendly with him. This is from what reports say. At first he was friendly with him, but the guy kept going on, kept being annoying, kept doing whatever. And Tyson got aggravated. Aggravated to the point where this motherfucker got up and turned around and started hitting this dude in the fucking face, yo. They had some videos. Listen. They had some videos of the altercation. Let me see if I can pull one up for y'all. Let me see if I can pull one up.
Yo, listen, Mike still got it, yo. And I don't know what you call it. Like, they ain't see that, what you call it, where even Floyd was like, nah, that nigga Mike fuck you up, yo.
Yeah. You know what? I think the only video I see is from TMZ, and they will definitely hit me with a strike or some shit. They will hit me with something. You know, so maybe I won't
and you know what's so
necessarily
crazy
show it.
About all that is,
what's that?
All right, we all seen the charity fight. Majority of us seen the charity fight, and the charity fight was how long ago? How long was the charity fight? About
6 months to a year, something like that. Maybe a little more.
About 6 months to a year, right? Now, I don't know if anybody's seen Roy Jones or heard what Roy Jones has said at the celebrity fight. Paid attention. He said, "My ribs just healed."
Let me see. When was it? I think it was actually either in 2020 or early 2021. Might have been in like November, December, something like that. But about 2 years ago.
Fam, now Mike is what, 60?
Just about, if not.
All right, listen.
55.
So Mike
55.
was close to 6. Okay, so listen. A 55-year-old man still breaking ribs out here. Don't be fucking around. Don't be fucking around.
Dude was just fucking with him. Just, I guess he was asking questions, wanting to know some shit, and Tyson wasn't really having it. He tried to be cordial, but dude kept acting up. So Tyson said, "Yo, you put these fucking fists in your face, fam." He said a little different than that, though. He would have said a little different than that. "Let me put these fists in your face, fam." You know, and then bam, bam, you know? So that was a terrible Mike Tyson impersonation, by the way. Terrible.
You know what he did? You know what Mike did?
What's that?
Mike Robert Downey Jr. that nigga, man.
Well, Robert Downey Jr.,
now,
what's that correlation?
Now, if you ever seen Black and White, the movie Black and White.
But that's some old shit.
Where Robert Downey Jr. was like a reporter or something.
Yeah, I recall that movie. It's old. A lot of people didn't see it. Definitely nobody born in the 90s. Because that's not a movie that gets played on repeat on TV anymore. You don't see that shit on TV.
And
it never got played on repeat.
Robert Downey Jr. ran up on Mike Tyson and asked him some questions about something, and Mike was like, right now I'm in my little peaceful place. I don't want to. I'm not trying to And Robert Downey Jr. kept fucking with him. And the same thing that happened to dude on the airplane is the same thing he did to Robert Downey Jr.
Got you. Mr. Shanti Dawson over here said he and Mike Tyson I'm guessing he hit Mike Tyson with a water bottle first. That's what you're saying? He hit him with a water bottle?
He assaulted Mike first.
He hit him with a water bottle. Okay, so that's why nobody brought the feds and the police to take Mike Tyson out the plane, because he's like, yo, that nigga got hit first, and you can't be mad at Mike Tyson punching the nigga in the face 100 times.
Nah, they both, listen, they both got detained. They both got detained in the situation. And what happened was, then they tried to OJ Mike real quick. But but homeboy that got the paws put on him, kept it thorough. And he was like, I don't want to press no charges.
Okay.
And we knew Mike wasn't pressing no charges, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he a Brooklyn dude.
Yeah, he'd be like, how's Brooklyn gonna look at me, yo?
Yeah. Let's put the pause on this dude. But Tyson got lawyer money. That wouldn't have been nothing for Tyson, though. punching the person in the face, because I don't think he's on no. Yeah, he's not on no probation or nothing. That shit's been over.
No, Mike ain't got no.
He's free and clear. He's free and clear. You know, so yeah, he ain't got nothing to worry about. That'd have been like a fine if anything would have happened. You know, but I ain't mad at him. He had every right to hit dude if dude threw a water bottle at him. I would have punched a nigga for less. Honestly, with a plane. You know, you shake my chair one too many times after I tell you to stop. It's on.
Yeah.
I don't care if you 6. I don't care if you 6. We got beef, little nigga. I told you to stop kicking my chair. Now I got to go body slam a 6-year-old. See?
I just feel like this, yo. Leave Mike the fuck alone, yo. Don't put Mike in the OJ situation, y'all. Stop. We're not doing this shit. Leave Mike the fuck alone, yo.
Yeah. But
you know
most people do.
Mike,
I just think this guy was privileged and lit. When I say privileged, I mean he was white and don't think the police are ever gonna bother him. And like the situation, they'll let him give his side of the story and let everybody go. Now, if that was 2 black people, they'd have been like, nope, both y'all going to jail. We'll figure it out in court.
TSA these motherfuckers.
We'll figure it out in court. But I ain't mad at Mike though, yo. But he was swinging. It looked like he hit him about 27 times. I don't know. I might be exaggerating. I just saw a lot of
Mike threw 15 punches.
15 punches?
Mike threw 15 punches. 15 punches.
Man.
That's the count. That's the count. Yo, you know what's so funny though? Because I seen the video. Did you see how his boy was looking at him? Like, yo, Mike fucked you up?
Yeah. Kimmy Cass said the man had a lot of charges on him is the reason why he didn't want to press charges.
Oh, because probably acting on the alcohol on the plane. Because you know you're supposed to control your drinking when you're on the plane too.
Public intoxication.
Almost inciting a riot. And
probably acting a fool on a plane. I wonder if that's a charge. I wonder if that's an official charge. Acting a fool on a plane.
He assaulted Mike. Technically.
Technically,
he was talking with Mike, but he threw the water bottle.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have reacted the same way. I ain't mad at Mike Tyson. I fucks with Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? That man's a legend. Either, man. That man's a legend. But I tell you what, I wouldn't have bothered him on that flight. I'd have been like, yo, Mike, he was a legend. When we get off this flight, hook me up with some weed. Other than that, you good. He got his own dispensary. In Vegas. That's why he's in Vegas. What's his dispensary called?
What, man?
What's his dispensary
Tyson's
called?
Ranch, baby. Tyson's Ranch, baby.
Mike Tyson's Ranch?
Yeah.
You were right. And he has a ranch out there.
Tyson's Ranch.
Tyson's Ranch?
Yeah.
Right. And he has his own podcast. What's his podcast called? Called Hot Boxing. Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
You know, his shit is very... A lot of his shit is very...
blunt with Mike and talk.
Yeah, a lot of his shit is very marijuana themed nowadays. Where I think Jersey has legal weed now, right?
Today. Oh, yes. Either today or yesterday.
It was, I know they didn't do it for 4.
Wait, no, yesterday.
It was yesterday. They did it the 21st. They did it the 21st. Some people was like, yo, they should have done it on 420. Well, they strategically did not do it on 420. They didn't want to overwhelm dispensaries with people celebrating 420 on 420 when the new law to smoke weed is on 420, you know? And somebody actually asked today, why is it called 420? And it's called 420 because in the 70s, a group of teenagers from San Rafael High School in Marion County would ritualistically smoke marijuana at 420 each day. The number 420 became their code for marijuana. So this just started in the 70s. Some kids just decided to smoke weed at 420. Really?
You know what's so bugs?
What's that?
So today I have an older cousin. He's about maybe 2 years, older than me or whatever. So, you know, since he came home, you know, he's been like dying, like, oh my God, you know, they got me out here drinking. I don't really like this shit, blah, 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 right?
Mm-hmm.
So my cousin comes to see me earlier today while I'm at work.
Okay.
And he's like, yo, come downstairs, come downstairs. I'm like, yo, what happened? Who died? You know, what's going on? He's like, nah, nobody died. He said, yo, what I need you to do though, I need you to get me some weed. I don't know where to get no weed at right now. You know what I'm saying? I need you to give me some weed. I said, yo, but my man, you want parole and all that? He said, nah, fam, that shit don't make no never mind. That shit is legal, my man. My PO told me they only tested for cocaine and this and that. He like, I can smoke fucking weed.
I tell you what though,
he's like,
I've been treating weed like it's legal for a long time. Like, maybe it's because of the field I'm in. I'm in like the software development, software engineer field. And I've been drug tested at plenty of jobs and have never failed. And I just said, you know what? I don't think a lot of places test for weed because they're like, you know what? We smoke weed. Why the fuck are we testing for it? And then there was a couple of places that I worked at where there was some developers I worked with. And they used to tell me about like their drug benches. Like niggas would be like, yo, I had like 30 different pills this weekend. I'm like, what? He's like, yo, I'm dead ass. Yo, there was dead ass this dude I work with that would like come in on Monday and tell me about the pills and drugs he took over the weekend and be like, yo, I'm surprised I'm still alive. You know, and I'm like, yo, we took a drug test to get in this company.
Nigga, I seen some nigga today talk about heat, perk, and heroin.
Yo, niggas be doing some wild drugs, yo. So I've never failed the drug test. I've smoked weed. Actually, transparency, I didn't smoke weed from about the age of 18, 19 to 35. After 35, I was smoking mad weed. And I took a bunch of drug tests for companies.
How long was you in your hiatus? Though?
From 18 to 35.
Dead ass?
Yeah, I ain't smoking blunt till like 35. I didn't smoke a blunt. I didn't start smoking weed again until my marriage started falling apart.
Okay.
You know? And
all right.
And I went to my pop's house one day. He was like, "Ah, man, you stressed." He was like, "Man, here's a J." I was like, yo, I ain't smoking dumb long, yo. I got high. I was like, oh, this feels good. I've been smoking ever since. That's like, I forgot how much I enjoyed just smoking.
You know what's so crazy? That tells you what you call it. Yo, we had a crazy space in between us, yo.
What you mean?
All right, boom. You say you stopped smoking when you was 18. Now I remember the day, all that shit.
You remember when I stopped smoking? I was like, yeah, I'm not. I can't enjoy this shit no more. Every time I quit smoking when I was like 18, 19 because it was no longer enjoyable. I would smoke and it would my body just wouldn't feel right. You know, it kind of felt like my heart was beating way too fast. And it wasn't just one time. It was like every time I would smoke. It was like every time. And I was like, you know what? I'm not enjoying this no more. There's no need for me to smoke.
He's like, yo, Beez, feel my chest, yo. Yo, my heart is moving, yo.
Fam, I remember how that shit used to make me feel, yo. I remember, and I was like, yo, it's just me because we all smoke the same shit, but I'm the only one feeling like this, you know? And like...
Facts.
You know, and I was like, I'm the only one feeling like this, so... So I'm like, this just doesn't agree with me. And this over here is just making me cough right now. But, no, the way it made me feel, like, I remember, it was so uncomfortable. I still remember to this day how it felt, you know? And like, this was over 20 years ago.
So hold up. I got this one thing to say. So you really started smoking again until me and Dev came down there.
I was about 35. This was about in like 2010, some shit like that. Yeah. Around that time. Yeah. Because you came down and I was smoking again, right?
Shit.
Yeah. You know, but it made my heart would be like, I don't know if it was my mind or if my heart was actually doing that shit. but it was like, you know how your heartbeat be like, ba-boom, 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 ba-boom. But when I was smoking and I was getting high, my shit felt like it was going boom, 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 boom. I was like, yo, that's how, yo. My shit, yo, I was like, yo, this ain't right. My shit was like boom, 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 boom. And it's like I could feel my chest like moving and shit like that. And I was like, yeah, I might just be getting a little too high.
I had him in the club.
Yo, fam.
I had him in the club.
Yo, fam. And yo, after about 2 weeks of that shit, first it would just happen sporadically. And then it just started happening all the time. But I think now that I'm older and a little more wiser, I think it was just that was my mind playing tricks on me. I think it was my mind playing tricks on me. You know, because this was a couple of years after I had gotten shot, you know, went through some traumatic shit, you know what I'm saying? Going through PTSD, which we didn't even know about in the 90s. We didn't even know that was a fucking thing.
Yo, fam, didn't even know we was going through that shit, right?
Didn't even know we was going through that shit. But that was a thing. And I think that just might have been a part of that. And it was like, nigga, my mind was probably just like, you are smoking mad weed. You got a bullet in your body, near your heart. Your pulse, your lung is still healing from a fucking bullet that went through that motherfucker. You know?
But my body, my body's telling me,
yeah. My body was just like, nah, nigga, you need to stop this. So I stopped for almost, how many years?
About 15?
About 15. 17 years, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, so. But now,
I think I only had
smoke weed.
I only had two hiatuses. What you call it?
And those were all brought on by the court system? Excuse me.
Yo, you know something? Nah. One was for a job. Because I really liked the job.
Okay.
I really liked the job, so I was like, you know, fuck the weed. These niggas is paying me enough that I can forget about weed.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I was working in I was doing sheet metal and shit.
Okay.
Making air conditioning ducts and all that shit.
They don't want you getting high working with equipment like that.
So, you know, I did that shit and it was like, yo, no, what you call it? Even though niggas was getting high on the job though.
Just because they already passed.
That's another thing.
Now, if they would have had an accident, they fucked.
They were cocaine niggas. You know, the cocaine niggas should be different than they should.
Yeah, but I'm saying, after they got hired, they could do all the drugs they want, unless they get into an accident, and then they fucked.
Yeah. And
no workers' comp
what you call it? Yeah, and then when I had got out, because of the type of parole I was on, I couldn't smoke. Like if you got caught smoking and you gave a piss test, you have to start your whole sentence over.
Oh yeah. I'd be clean too.
Yeah, some other shit. So I was like, yo, but then I fucked. You know me. I fucked around and smoked like in the 4th month, hanging out fucking with the bitches.
What happened? What's your PO say?
Oh, nah. Listen. Let me tell you something.
They probably stopped pissing you or some shit like that.
Nah, I had some good. I had a cool ass Spanish friend, and he was like, "Yo, you gotta go." I was like, "Yo, I don't even know what to do. I gotta go see the PO tomorrow." And that's when he introduced me to the greatest thing since sliced bread. If you want to pass a fucking drug test,
what's that?
Naturally clean with a K, not with a C, with a K. So good. This shit was so good. They took this shit off the market, my nigga.
Okay. All right. Did you hear about athletes getting past tests by using fake dicks?
Fam, listen. I've heard that shit in the program.
Yeah, niggas would have prosthetic dicks so niggas could watch them take a piss.
No, that nigga didn't have no prosthetic dick. That nigga had somebody else's urine injected into him so he could piss it out.
No, that's wild. That's a little extra. But
that's wild, fam. Just what I'm saying. Like,
but I'm saying, I think a prosthetic
athletes-
dick would be a lot better because all you gotta do is pull out the dick. They ain't gonna watch.
the Wizinator.
What's
The
that?
Wizinator. The Wizinator. It's called the Wizinator.
The Wizinator. All right, but yo, let's move it on, yo. I'm not even sure how we got here.
Listen. It got the fake balls to keep it warm, to keep it at a certain moderate temperature,
Mhm.
and then you go, you hit the button, and it look like a real joint. But
Mhm.
you know, there's always some dumb motherfucker that fuck it up for everybody. He gonna go, he fucking Wesley Snipes dark. And what you think he bought? He bought the pink one.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. You got to match. Let's move it on, though. ASAP Rocky is out on $350,000 bail. He was arrested at LAX, arriving on a private jet from the Barbados. He was actually with Rihanna at the time, from what witnesses say. And he was arrested by the LAPD on charges that go back to 2021. They say he was involved in a shooting where somebody actually got grazed in the hand. It's alleged that he shot at them, ran from the scene, hit him and a friend. And LAPD is alleging that this
him and ASAP.
was ASAP.
Yes. Yeah, I know. Wait, who? You know, it's an ASAP mob. It's ASAP Berg. It's ASAP Craig. It's ASAP Dirk.
I don't think it was any of those people. I think it was just some type of other associate. They said that they knew the person. They knew each other. The victim claimed Myers shot at him 3 to 4 times, and that he believed one of the bullets grazed his left hand, according to police reports. And this guy said, "I believe the bullet grazed my left." He don't know if the bullet grazed his left hand. So if you don't know the bullet grazed your left hand, then it probably didn't graze your left hand.
Why are we even arresting anybody?
Because there was a shooting, and he said it was him.
Because
there's allegations.
You shot at me.
Yeah.
Because you shot at me.
Shot at him 3 or 4 times.
So
now,
I guess the weapons charge, or maybe reckless endangerment.
If he shot it, let me see if I see what the actual charges are. Actually, he's out on $550,000 bail. I misspoke. Okay. I'm trying to see what the charges are. It doesn't say at the top what it is, but if he shot at a person, arrested him for assault with a deadly weapon. Though that could have easily been, it could have easily been an attempted murder charge as well.
Or attempted manslaughter. You know how it goes.
Yeah. So, but he's out on bail. He was actually locked up in Sweden back in, I think, what was it, 2019? He was locked up in Sweden.
Who got him out? Jay-Z got him out or some shit like that?
No, not no Jay-Z. You think about somebody
21
else.
Savage.
That's what you're thinking about. Nah, Jay-Z didn't get him out. You know who got him out?
Kim Kardashian?
Donald Trump.
Oh,
Donald Trump got him out.
That's right.
You know, Donald Trump is the one that got him released. He was locked up in Sweden because of a fight that he had. I think he was locked up for almost 30 days or some shit like that. When he was finally released, he had a charge. He had a fine he had to pay of $1,000. And because he was in jail for that 30 days, he was able to leave without having to serve any more time because he had already spent that 30 days in jail. But he would have probably been in there longer had not been for Donald Trump that helped get him out. So it's possible that things like this could be used against him in court, actually, even though it didn't happen on United States soil. The president intervenes, and they might be able to say, "Hey, only reason you ain't locked up in Sweden is because the president intervened. You on some reckless, wild shit." So this could be.
If Biden was in office when that happened, guess what? ASAP Rocky still be in Sweden.
Yeah, I think you're right. I honestly, I hate to say it, but I think you're correct with that one. You know, but this Rocky and Rihanna are currently expecting a baby. How far along is Rihanna? Let's see. How far along is Rihanna pregnant? Do we know?
I think she's like 3, maybe 4 months at the most.
Let's see. Sometime this year. Oh wait, let's see. It says could be May.
So I want to say that. What? Oh, so she's like fucking 8 months?
Possibly, yeah. Possibly. She's showing a whole lot right now.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, that stomach, that belly is big.
You know, so don't know. But these charges could affect parenthood. You know, if he gets convicted over some shit like this and has to do time, could be Rihanna might not have a baby daddy around.
She might be a single parent.
But I'll say this. Rihanna's worth $1 billion. She got lawyer money to keep that nigga out of jail. I think $1 billion I think $1 billion could get you out of a assault with a deadly weapon charge. You know, assault with a deadly weapon is just, hey, there was a weapon there. He wasn't trying to kill nobody. He just wanted to beat him up. That's just I just wanted to beat him up and hit him with something. That's what that charge means in the court. That's he'll get 6 months probation, and that's what I think will happen actually in this court case. I think he'll get like some probation shit. I don't think there'll be no jail time behind this, though. It's a weight on this person's shoulders. You know, definitely a weight on the person's shoulders. But I don't think he'll do any jail time behind this. What you think?
Nah, I doubt it. I doubt it. Nigga got grazed in the finger. He don't even know if he got grazed. You know, it's gonna be probably a hefty fine for the shooting, for the gun popping. But other than that, I think everything else is just gonna be, copacetic with it.
Yeah, I don't even think it'll be a hefty fine. I think it'll be some.
I don't even think we really going to court. I don't even really think we're going to court.
Yeah, he'll have his lawyers go to court for him.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like this might just be somebody, dude probably don't even want that ASAP to get locked up, and he probably just want enough, so he can take it to civil court and then probably try to sue.
Possibly.
That's just my angle.
Kimmy Cass says, yo, Carver, you have to think about it. That's Rihanna's money. Hey, $1 billion, $10 million for a lawyer is nothing. That's his money too now. They having a baby together. As long as they together, I believe that's his money too. And I say that because they both got money. He ain't got $1 billion, but he ain't broke. That nigga pay for his own lawyer probably. That nigga's into fashion. He's into a whole bunch of shit outside of music, so he got his own bread.
Like what is he? He's like a $20 million dude. So I'm not saying that's I'm not discrediting that because I ain't got 20 million. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, he's all right. He ain't
Let's see.
He ain't fucked up.
So I just Googled his net worth, and Google is never an official source for people's net worth. They always get it wrong. But just to give you an idea of what they estimate, they kind of think he's about 10 million, which they're usually wrong, but that's what they estimate. So I'd say it's a good number. I wouldn't say it's higher than what he has. It's probably a lot lower. But 10 million. I wish I had 10 million. Fucking right. You fucking right. Shit. I wish a motherfucker would try to say, you broke, nigga. You only got 10 million. Only got 10 million. Only got.
Listen, you can only tell me that if you got 100 million.
No, you can only tell me that if you niggas like fucking Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, you know? Oh, you only got 10 million? Yeah, you can say that, nigga. Can I have 10 million? That nigga, yo, them niggas is so rich. They could be like, oh, you only have 10 million? Oh, here goes another 10 million. Have fun. And they could literally give you $10 million and not feel it. Not feel it.
Word.
Literally give you 10 million and not blink. These niggas have $100 million yachts. $100 million. Yo, imagine having $100 million yacht and you're only on it maybe 3 weeks a year.
3 times.
You know, you're only on it for 3 weeks a year, maybe. You just spent $100 million for a 3-week vacation. And then you got to take care of it all year round. Oh my. Yo, that's stupid money to be blowing, yo. To take care of a $100 million boat maintenance a year is probably about another $10 million. God,
yeah.
Dog, I need to get rich. I don't know if I want to be that rich, though. I don't know if I want to be that rich. Would you want to be that rich? Yeah. You know, that could be a topic for another time. That could be. Let's get back to ASAP and Rihanna, yo. Let's get back to ASAP and Rihanna, yo. I don't think he's gonna do jail time. I think Rihanna would pay his lawyer fees if the nigga got into it, because they've been together for a while now. You know, you haven't heard anything about either one of them dealing with anybody for a while, so I assume they've been together for longer than actually we know. So I think she would definitely hold the dude down, but I don't think he needs her to hold it down. But hopefully they have that type of relationship where they would. But hopefully he doesn't go to jail. I don't think he will. And stop shooting at people if that's what you did. I don't know. That's allegedly. You know? So let's get ready to move on. But first, let me tell my son, hey, get ready to pack your stuff. I'm going to take you to your mom's house, all right? Don't forget. I know you were asleep when I told you earlier. He might have forgot. Let's jump into our next topic, though. So our next topic.
Reality
this topic right here. Energy, coincidence, fate, and the universe. Do you believe in any of these things here, Beez? Energy, coincidence, fate, and the universe? And when I say the universe, I'm talking about all the universe shit. Kind of controlling shit.
All of that. I believe in all of that.
You believe in all of that, right?
All of that, yo.
So you believe like there's actually an energy between people, and people can have energy, and everybody has energy, and some energies attract, some energies push away.
Deja vu, all that shit coincides into one another.
Right. Coincidence, not necessarily being just chance, but maybe the universe caused this thing to happen. Fate, when people think, you know what, you couldn't control that. The universe, God, some other entity caused that to happen. I kind of believe in these things. I kind of believe in energy, fate, universe. I believe that even though I have control over some things, I believe the universe steps in from time to time. Whether it be God, whether it be the universe. I think, for me, I kind of put God and the universe kind of in the same boat. You know, when I say the universe is speaking to me, it's kind of like God speaking to me. You know, because I don't know what's what. I just know there's something, or I don't say I know. I feel like there's a higher power. Not necessarily a man in the sky that kind of has like the puppet strings saying, okay, Khary's going to walk over here today and do this, you know? I just think there's certain points in our life where certain things are supposed to happen, and the universe just kind of steps in to say, hey, let me push you on the right path real quick. You know what I'm saying? You starting to fall off. Let me push you up. Let me straighten you up real quick, you know? And because I think like that, I don't really have a lot of cares. And when I say cares, there's not a lot of shit bothers me, but it don't bother me. You know, like for instance, last year, I pulled 2 feet out of my parking spot and a car came around the corner and ripped my fucking bumper off. It cost me a lot of money, cost me a lot of time, took months for my shit to get repaired because of COVID and all of that. But I kind of looked at that. But I kind of looked at that as the universe saying, yo, you need to stay your ass at home right now. This was the first way I could think to do it. Because I was actually jumping in my car. I was about to run to the store, grab a blunt, and then me and my lady was going to jump in the car, drive to the beach, and watch the sunset. You know? For all I know, my bumper getting ripped off and me saying, fuck, I ain't going nowhere now. That could have stopped me from getting into a deadly crash on my way to the beach. I don't know what that prevented, but I think it happened for a reason to stop something from either happening now or slowing me down for something that might happen in the future. You know? Shit, for all I know, it could be the opposite of what I think. I could say, hey, this thing wants to make sure I live. I'll get to this point and destination. But then again, it could be like, you know what? You about to fuck up. You're supposed to make it to this point and destination, so we're going to universe is going to intervene and throw a little motherfucking, blow a little breeze and make somebody crash your shit. And that's just to make sure you die on this specific day. You know?
Yeah, I feel that.
You're supposed to die in 2075, but this little spur of the moment shit you about to make you die today. Let me intervene. You know? Be some shit like that.
No, I don't know. I feel like
energy.
I feel like shit like that happens. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like once I got caught with some drugs, and I could have went away for a long time. But the cop himself, who was like, I guess I'm gonna say that this was fate.
Mm-hmm.
Like the cop basically like put the drugs to the side, didn't even let his partner know that he had the drugs. You know what I'm saying? And was like, yo, ask me a couple of questions. Me and him like spoke or whatever. And the cop basically was like, all right, check this out. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you a fine for this. And I'm gonna give you your shit back.
Okay.
Feel me? You know what I mean? Like, but I took it as.
You took it as what?
I took that as, okay, one is I shouldn't make this trip that I'm gonna make, that I was on my way to make. Mm-hmm. So maybe I should chill with the trip, and I feel like that held me back from the trip.
Okay.
And then it also made me take a look at myself like, yo, maybe I need to just leave this shit all together. You haven't learned your lesson from the first time. You feel me? So let's see what you call it. On the second go around, I'm gonna give you a chance to see do you really want freedom? Or do you want somebody to tell you what to do for a couple of years or more, or maybe forever?
Okay.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Because most lessons are blessings.
I think so. I think most lessons are blessings. I did have a thought that kind of escaped me momentarily. Actually, I was the thought I had was referring to something I saw in the chat. Cheryl says, "I believe God makes everything happen." You know, and I will say, I agree and disagree. And I say that because I think God, if there's a God, you know, I believe in God. I believe the universe. I believe there's a higher power. I have no idea what it is. I think we all might call it different things. But when people say God, I kind of, maybe other people have different ideas of what God is, but a lot of times when I hear people refer to God, I kind of think of them referring to like a man in the sky, and making everything happen. They say all of our stories are written, and I'm like, you know what? There's about 7 billion people on the earth, and new people are popping up every day. I don't think a God wants to write all of these stories. You know? I think it's like, I got other shit I want to do. I ain't trying to write.
You know how many characters he got to keep up with?
Yeah, that's a lot of storylines, man. That's a lot of storylines, I don't want to write all these storylines, which is why people talk about free will, and that's why we have free will, because you don't have to write these storylines. But there's something in the universe that says, your storyline is about to deviate. Let's change something a little bit, or push you in this direction, or push you in that direction. Maybe he probably don't. Okay. God is a computer programmer, and he programs shit so he don't have to do this shit himself. So he writes some shit that says, okay, when the motherfucker's born, boom, a death date is picked, boom, and the universe is what happens in between that kind of keeps us on our path to go from our born day to our die day, and whatever's in the universe keeps us on path. Sometimes the universe
is the ultimate gangster, yeah.
Sometimes the universe is busy doing other shit, and misses shit. So sometimes things happen and shit might happen when it's not supposed to every now and then, but maybe everything happens when it's supposed to happen. But I don't know. I would love to actually know these things. A part of me is like, you know what? When I'm 117 years old and pass away, it's going to be dope to find out all of this information. If there's an afterlife, if there's like something after this, it's not guaranteed. We hope there is. We all want it to be, but it's not guaranteed. It might just be a crock of shit that we as humans come up with because our egos won't let us believe that we're just here for the moment. Like a flower or a bee. None of us say, do all bees go to heaven? How many fucking bees there are? Do all ants go to heaven? Do you know how many ant fucking mounds y'all destroyed? Do you know how many ant colonies you killed with water? Why are we so special? I'm just saying.
That probably looked like a tsunami to them.
It's wild, right? When you think about it, when you think about life, and we try to put like a value on our life because we're human beings and we think we're like the ultimate intelligent being on this planet. There's millions of species on this planet, and we assume we know how every species' intelligence is. We don't know shit. We think we do. Just like we think we know about energy, coincidence, fate, and the universe. I believe in energy. I believe in coincidence. I believe in fate. I believe in the universe. I believe everything happens for a reason. I believe there's some type of force that's causing shit to happen. I can't explain it, but damn it, something's going on. Deja vu exists for a reason. All of this shit exists for a reason. And these are thoughts. These are thoughts that come to me when I be high sometimes. But also they come to me when I'm sober.
Listen.
They also come to me when I go through shit. Like for instance, there was a time I was like, yo, the universe is a funny motherfucker, yo. Like there was a time like when like me and some chick got into it. We said, we both stop fucking with each other, right? I could just be sitting watching TV. All of a sudden, out the blue, my motherfucking phone will ring. It'd be somebody I ain't speak to in 5 fucking years just pop up out of nowhere. I'd be like, yo, the universe is a funny motherfucker. Shit like that. Or you you plan for some shit, right? And you're supposed to have like, for instance, my paycheck that got fucked up. I think that was coincidence. I think that was the universe trying to send me a signal. The universe was like, nigga, you've been spending a lot of money. You need to stop and take a look for a second what the fuck you've been doing. You know? The universe said, yo, you need to stop and look at...
Yo, you ain't used to live like this.
Yeah, but the universe was like, yo, you need to stop and look at the fuck you're doing. You're spending a lot of money right now, yo. You bugging out right now, yo. You wilding out right now, yo. Right? So the universe said, okay, you don't want to slow down? Boom. You don't get paid for the next month, nigga. And you got a job. And you ain't getting paid for the next month. That not getting paid for the next month, you know what that shit made me do? Say, oh shit, yo, I've been spending a lot of fucking money, yo. More money than I should be spending, yo. You know? I'm not gonna tell you how much money I spent over the past couple months, but if I told you, y'all be like, yo, nigga, you bugging the fuck out. But yeah. You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? Not having a paycheck for a month, maybe say, oh, you know what? Let me slow the fuck down. You know, let me slow the fuck down. The universe is saying, yo, give me a little warning. But you gotta pay attention and see what the universe is saying, though. Now, a lot of people get these signals and just be like, you know what? That don't mean shit. That don't mean shit. That's just, fuck, that just happened. Oh, fuck, that just happened. When shit like that happens to me, I try to examine why the fuck that shit happened. If I can't explain it, I make some shit up. Like when my car got wrecked, you know, shit ripped off my bumper. I don't know what happened. That shit ripped off my bumper, so I wouldn't rip off my head 10 miles down the road. I can't explain it. You know? I didn't want to get shot, but I said, you know what? The universe said, yo, Khary, you gonna take this bullet so your homeboy stay alive. That's how I interpreted it myself, you know? Because I said, yo, if I can go back in time, I would do it the same way. You know? I would do it the same way. Because when that bullet entered me, if I wasn't there, that could have been a vital organ in a friend of mine's, where they might not be here today. Thankfully, nobody died that night. But if I wasn't there, if Beez wasn't there, if my nigga Viz wasn't there, we all took bullets, but we all lived. If we wasn't there, I'd be saying rest in peace to somebody right now that passed away on that bus. I don't know, so I wouldn't change a thing. You know? So, I don't know. I believe in it. I believe in that shit. I've been talking a lot too, haven't I? What you got to add to that, B? What you got to add to
that? I can't really say much after that, yeah. You know, it's like certain things about the universe, like that everybody must understand that we all gonna go through. There's no way around it. You are a man once, but a baby twice. There's no.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. You know what? With that being said,
no, and I mean,
no, but with that,
I mean, like,
I know, I get it.
Yeah, you know, you get older, you might need some Depends, bro.
Yeah. But I actually watched this series on Netflix, not Netflix, on Apple TV, actually, on Apple TV. The Last Days of Ptolemy Gray. His name starts with a P. The P is silent. I never knew why people would put a silent P in front of a fucking name. His name is spelled Ptolemy, but they pronounce it Ptolemy. Well, it stars Samuel L. Jackson. He's
so drop the fucking P.
Exactly. He's an old man. His mind is kind of fucked up and gone. Yo, it's a dope fucking series, yo. No, I'm gonna give you my login. I gotta remember my login. When I remember my login, I give you my login, B, so you can check that shit out. So that shit was dope.
Yes, because I need to see Macbeth.
That shit was dope. I started watching it like 1 o'clock in the morning. I fell asleep. I never went back to it. But you know.
And I want to see the Castaway type shit, the future Castaway shit.
I'm not sure what that is. Okay.
It's like Castaway.
Cheryl says, was the movie good? It was the Last Days of Ptolemy Gray was actually a series It was, I think, about 10 episodes, 8 to 10 episodes or some shit like that. I forget. I'm not sure.
She might be talking about Macbeth too.
It was good. Oh yeah, she might be talking about Macbeth. I watched the whole series in a day, actually. I heard a lot of it. I saw some of it. I saw most of it, heard some of it. Macbeth, I fell asleep on because I started watching it like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. It was in black and white.
Was it like 2.5?
It's something like, it's about 2 hours. It's not modernized in any way, so it's still the whole thy, thou, this, dothing, sucketh my penis, woman. That's how that's shit like that. So that kind of made me fall asleep. I do want to actually go back and watch it, but I'm not the biggest Shakespeare. I'm not a Shakespeare fan. You know what they had to do to get me to watch Shakespeare? They had to put Mos Def and Beyonce in that shit, and put it on MTV.
Well, what did they do?
You don't remember
hip hop opera?
Yeah, some hip hopper shit. What was it?
I think Onyx wrote that.
What story was it? It was Carmen, a hip opera. What was it? Was it based on something?
I think Onyx wrote that though, yo.
Now I'm not sure. They had their own. Sticky had his own shit called A Day in a Life. Based on Carmen. Well, it's based on Carmen by George Bizak. Ludovic. Okay, I'm not even trying to say these niggas' names, yo. It was directed by Robert Townsend, actually. But yeah, that's what they had to do to get me to watch some Shakespeare-ish type shit with the whole It was based on that, but I don't know. But I'm gonna watch Macbeth one day. I'm not sure when, because it stars the homie Denzel.
Whack?
I think he's talking about Macbeth. I think he says Macbeth was whack.
Okay.
Bronx Polo says Macbeth is whack. I think that's what he's talking about. And if so, it might be whack because you just don't fuck with Shakespeare. If you fuck with Shakespeare, it might be dope. I don't really fuck with Shakespeare like that. I tried. I tried.
Or not to be.
And look, you know why? I tried to fuck with Shakespeare? You know why I tried to fuck with Shakespeare? Because I used to watch TV, and there used to be movies and shows, and the girls always were in the Shakespeare. They was like, oh, I wish I knew a guy that was in the Shakespeare. So I said, you know what? Women might like this Shakespeare nigga. I didn't realize these shows was talking about the white neighborhood. It wasn't no bitches in the Bronx. I'm probably just saying bitches in the Bronx. No women in the Bronx gave a fuck about Shakespeare. But I tried to check out Shakespeare and listen to poetry. And I was like, thou, these, what? Huh?
Thou, these.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was like, this shit is crazy. I ain't fucking with this shit. Let me get this shit out of here. But shit, let's move on. Let's move it on now. What we got next on the docket? A wedding on a budget. I saw this the other day where a woman says, yo, we doing this on a budget, yo. She said the most money she spent was $500. Let me finish. They said the most money she spent was $500 for the dress. She had a spot that was public. It was just like, not even a beach. It was just like a mountainside or some shit like that. Everybody came out to the mountainside.
You show up, huh?
Right? The food wasn't catered. I think she had a food truck. People bought their own food. And she kept this wedding low budget. She said, yo, this is about the love, not all the other shit. I'm not spending all this money to feed y'all bum-ass, freeloading ass motherfuckers. If y'all want to show me love, come buy your own dinner when you come to my shit. I ain't mad at her neither, yo. I ain't mad at her because people be spending thousands, 10, 20, 30, 40, $100,000 on a couple hours to say I do.
Yeah, 150.
To say I do. To say I love you, baby. What's that?
I used to work in a catering hall.
So you've seen some weddings come through with some budgets.
I've seen it. Oh man, I've seen it, yo.
Now, do you think you would ever get married on a $500 budget for a wedding?
Nah, I ain't doing no $500. budget on no fucking wedding. I ain't doing that shit. Like I'm gonna have my, I'm gonna do it right, and then
You
working
said,
in a catering hall,
but
a wedding hall.
You said you're gonna do it right. You said you're gonna do it right. What's right?
Now she did it wrong.
What's right?
She did it wrong.
What's right?
Like how Rock did it. That was what you call it. I mean, it all depends on your situation though too. You feel what I'm saying?
You know, if it wasn't his birthday, I would call him and ask him about this shit. But I bet you if he could go back, he would say, hell no, I wouldn't do that shit.
Oh yeah, of course.
I think I did it right. My wedding ain't cost me nothing but the filing fee. I went to the courthouse, got married. That was it. Next day we was, I forgot where we went. We went to like Jacksonville or some shit. Some shit with her family. They had some shit going on.
Listen, what you can do. I know people that have done that. Have got married, and then had their reception like a month later.
I ain't even have a reception.
Because of budget.
We just started raising fucking started creating a fucking family. See, I'm not into the big wedding shit though. You know, I'm not trying to spend thousands.
Yeah, I mean, it also depends on if you into that.
See, I look at a wedding like a party, and I say to myself, you know what? No matter what party I'm doing, I'm really not going to spend a lot of money on this party because I know it's only for a couple of hours. So I'm not spending a whole lot of money for a couple of hours. I can't imagine spending $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 just so people can look at me for a couple of hours in the fucking tux and eat food and drink. Nigga, I've been eating food and drinking with my friends my whole lives. Y'all could bring your own drinks. Y'all could buy your own food like we've been doing our whole fucking life. You know? If anything, If anything, I think if you get married, your crew should throw the wedding for you. Fuck a bachelor party, throw the wedding. You know?
Then we found out that's a new tradition.
You know? That's what if motherfuckers want to spend bread on a wedding, have your best man, have your what's the women's side called? Groomsmen. You got the groomsmen.
And your matrons of honor.
You got the groomsmen and the matrons of honor. They should put the money up for the wedding.
Listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you the thing that's sad about, I'm not going to say the groomsmen, because it'd be a couple of groomsmen and whatnot too with this shit. But half the time, the people that's not getting married, when it's time to do the dresses and all that, they all scream, yo, I ain't got no money.
Yeah.
They all scream,
like, I ain't got it. They like, I ain't got it.
I ain't got it.
Oh shit! Yeah, like everybody. I think weddings are overrated in my opinion.
But the way they got it now, like I don't know because Obama's gone, so they may not have that wedding shit. But I know like Obama had the shit like if you got married while he was in office, like you got some money for getting married and all that other shit, like they do in foreign countries.
I don't remember that one.
Like Italy and Sweden and what. Only reason I know this is because GP got married when Obama was in office, and he got some type of wedding. So did my brother.
And that might have just been like a tax credit. I think that's always been around though.
Hold up, and then that might just be. It might be a Jersey thing. They both got married in Jersey, so it might be a Jersey thing.
Okay.
Different states have different laws and different types of,
Got you. Yeah, taxes are different in every state, pretty much. But yeah, I'm not mad at her wedding. I know there's been a ton of people online kind of flaming her, like, oh, look at this low budget, broke ass wedding and shit like that. But yeah, I ain't mad at her, y'all. Not one bit. You know?
I mean, you do what you want to do.
Yeah, I dated this one girl. Right, I dated this one girl. She was divorced, and she was telling me about her first marriage and their wedding. She said they had a destination wedding, like they went to like Jamaica or some fucking island somewhere and had a wedding on the beach on an island, and they spent mad bread out there and had family and everybody fly out to fucking whatever luxurious fucking island they was on. And I was like, shit, that I was like, I ain't trying to get married no time soon, but you trying to have another wedding like that? Because if so, I'm out now.
Yo, I can't. The relationship is not going to work because of how she may want to get married.
Right.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. Yo, you are hilarious to that, yo. Now you gonna have another big wedding like that? Oh no.
Yeah, nah.
Relationship right now.
We ain't aligned, baby. We ain't aligned. Shit.
I can't.
Let's see.
And the way, tradition was the way it used to be, because the father was supposed to pay for the wedding.
Yeah, motherfuckers talk about tradition until it comes up to the father of the bride supposed to pay the wedding. You know what? Women in marriage love tradition until it comes time for them to do some traditional shit. You know? Like, oh, I want a traditional wedding and this and that. You know?
Yo, check it. And speaking of that, right?
What's that?
Because, I've seen all types of weddings, and it's funny that you say that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I worked a wedding one time where the father was upset that he didn't pay for anything. But everybody was like, he's broke. He couldn't pay for anything anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So the father got drunk and he fucked the wedding up.
He's like, fuck this. Y'all don't let me pay for it. I'm going to act like I ain't paid for it.
Yo, fam. And the thing that's so crazy, this drunk ass old man beat all his sons up that night. Like the brothers, the brothers was like, yo, Ma, he's drunk. He's out there. He's acting up. So you see one brother like, yo, I'm going out there. It's like three brothers. They all go out there, right? Mm-hmm. Yo, fam, the pops is like drunk, but he's foreign. So, foreign drunk and American drunk is two different things.
Mm-hmm.
Foreign drunk, them motherfuckers fight.
Got you.
So
they was dumping that
night?
So
the sons go out there. Fam, the sons go out there, they swinging on the pops. Yo, the pops is bobbing and weaving and laying dudes out, fam. One dude had to come back in, get an ice towel and all that for his joint. Because the pops rocked him in his joint, the blood all over the place.
Mm-mm-mm.
His wife, who is the daughter, she's like, yo, I told you, mind your business and don't.
That's crazy.
Check it out though. But the pops gets taken out too that night. The funny thing is, he's out there, he didn't beat all these people's asses, right? He bumps his leg on the bumper of the car like this. Fam, goes down, out for the night.
That's stupid. That's stupid, yo.
Yeah, stupid as shit, but
so
that all started because he ain't had a budget for the wedding.
So, do you plan on getting married one day?
Yeah, I plan on getting married.
You gonna have a big wedding? Small wedding, or you gonna go? These people were at the $500 budget.
I'm not gonna have no big wedding. But I'll probably have something maybe 75, 80 people.
That sounds expensive.
Like my closest, a lot of my people is gonna be family. Now you gotta remember this too. For me, if it comes down to it, yo, fam, if I have to cook and cater for my own fucking wedding, so fucking be it, yo. You feel what I'm saying?
Got you.
It's all about how bad you want it and what you're willing to do. Some people, they spend a lot of money because they don't do a lot of stuff hands-on. They got this person doing this. They got that person doing this. They got, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you're going to have a big wedding, but you're not going to spend a lot of money on it. Is what you're trying to say.
Nah.
You're going to act like you spent a lot of money on it without spending a lot of money on it.
Exactly.
All right. Okay.
Mosey.
See, I think for me, I would say something very small, something very intimate. And then if we make it to 20 years, we can do something real big to renew our vows. You know? If we make it to 20 years, you know, then we can spend some bread.
like, all right, check it. Like, I'm about to get ready to spend some guap. My parents gonna have their 50. I'm about to spend some guap.
Yeah. That's hey,
you know
let's spend some bread. You know? Imagine saying, hey, you know, imagine your girl pregnant with her first child, and now it's like, oh, her first child. Let me go spend $50,000 on this shit for a pregnancy party. That's kind of what a wedding sounds like to me. It sounds like it's like you're just getting into this union. It's just starting. Let's not act like the start is the accomplishment. The accomplishment should be lasting. You know? With that being said, lasting, let's move on to our next topic. Do you ever fake it? Or had anyone fake it? You know, and we got on this topic because DJ Envy and his wife recently had an interview where they was kind of giving up a little bit of the insides to their marriage and things like that. And it was revealed that DJ Envy's wife said that she's been faking it for like 10 years of their marriage. Like the first 10 to 12 years of their marriage, she never had an orgasm. She was faking it. She was like, yo, he was putting in mad work. He thought he was putting it down. He was doing everything. And I was faking it. That's what she said. You know, he was like, yo, I thought she was coming. I was like, yo, I hear it. She was like, no, that's me faking. Right. And she said that she would fake it.
Wait. Time out. Yeah, go ahead.
Now I'm saying, she said she would fake it because she really didn't understand her body herself. So she didn't know how to have an orgasm. She didn't know what needed to happen to her body from a dick to have an orgasm. You know? He said when she told him this, that shit destroyed his ego. She even said she believes that's what led to him cheating. You know? 10 years, you thinking you beating that shit up, you feel like you the fucking king. And you find out she's been faking it for over 10 years. And she said that led to him cheating. And when I heard her say that, I was like, yo, that nigga went out and cheated to see if he could fuck. To see if other women could come from his dick. If he could make a motherfucker come, because he thought he was the man.
Okay, now I gotta ask this.
Go ahead.
So he ain't never. Well, maybe she just been making him come. Because I'm like, how many kids they got together? They got a little troop.
Yeah, they got a few kids. Yeah, they got kids. They were happily married family. You know, a couple with a family.
So, my question is, how old are the kids? Like, how old is the oldest kid? I need to know this.
I'm not sure. Why?
Because say the kid is 13, 14.
Okay.
So she was coming them 4 years before that, and then 10 years later, she just stopped coming. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Coming has nothing to do with getting pregnant.
No. What I'm saying is, I'm just judging. I'm using the kids as a reference of how long they've been together.
They've been together 20-something years. They've been together 20-something years.
And for the last 10, she's been faking it?
No, for the first 10 to 12 years of their marriage, she was faking orgasms.
Oh, in the beginning, okay, all right.
Yeah. The first 10 to 12 years of their marriage, she's been faking it. It's not that she was coming and then stopped. in the first 10 to 12 years of marriage, the way she kind of made it, described it. Now, a lot of people would probably take this story and just be like, yo, she just been faking it the whole time. She didn't know. She kind of put it like, yo, I didn't know how to have an orgasm from sex like that. I knew how to have orgasms in other ways. She just said she didn't know her body, so she was like, yeah, I was faking it. He found out. He was devastated, you know? And they had to kind of learn each other and shit like that with communication and shit like that. They did say later on that he figured out how to make it happen, and she figured out how to make it happen, but it was a conversation they needed to have, you know? And there's probably a lot of people out there that do fake it and just don't have that conversation with people because they just don't want to hurt people's egos. Particularly men. Though men do fake it as well. Say that one more time, Beez.
I think that I've been on both sides of the boat. I think that my woman has faked it, and I think that I faked it too in my lifetime. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've faked it before. I'm pretty sure a woman has faked it with me before. You know, they probably faked it like, hurry the fuck up, nigga.
It was like a fake leg shake or something.
Fake it just to get it over. Because I faked it before, you know, and I faked it just so I could end this shit, you know.
You know what's so crazy?
What's that?
Normally though, a gas makes you want to hug after. Like you wanna, you know when you gassed.
Gas.
Like
when somebody gasses me?
No, like orgasm.
Oh, orgasm. No. Bust a nut. It don't necessarily. I just it don't really make me want to hug or cuddle. I bust a nut and be like,
then you haven't been. Then maybe you haven't been there yet. Like there's like a certain.
Busting
dudes be just like females. Like hold me.
Busting a good nut don't make me hold. It makes me just like, just leave me the fuck alone for a minute.
Oh, you're one of the disgusted guys.
No, I'm not disgusted. I just need my space. I just need motherfucking air and room to breathe.
Yo, I say
it'd be hot.
Early,
hot. I need room to breathe.
My early years, I was disgusted a couple of times. Like, and I don't know why.
Disgusted?
Yo, fam, like disgusted, like. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
like, I don't know even. Don't touch me, but it wasn't like don't touch me like I need my space. It was more like, yo, I'm disgusted right now. Some cum got on my leg, and I after.
Yeah. See,
during it's like.
Yeah, I've the only time I've been disgusted after is when like I pull out and it's red. Like, whoa, what happened? You know, and be like,
listen,
yeah,
that's faints. That's faints.
It'd be like, oh shit, my period wasn't supposed to come on for another 2 weeks, but looked like you just knocked it on. Be like, what? That's the only time I've been disgusted, nigga.
Yeah, I've been. That makes me irate. That makes me irate. Like, yo, come on.
Nah, I just be like, okay, let me, yeah, try to figure out. Cheryl says, yo, I like a man that likes to cuddle after. She says she likes cuddling. I'm not opposed to cuddling. It's just not like the great nuts don't make me want to cuddle. Like the super fantastic, indubitably like the best things ever makes me just this makes me want to go to sleep. That's what those do.
It all depends. Is it the Heinz ketchup bottle, or is it when you step on the packet?
See, I want to hold her not when I come, but when she comes. You know?
Oh.
You know, I want to hold her when she comes. You know? That's what I want to hold her. I'm like, you came. You know? That's what I want to hold her. I don't want to hold her when I come. When I come, I just want to leave me alone right now. Leave me alone for about 5-10 minutes.
With the fake though, I think the most harshest part of the fake is when you find out like you really haven't done it.
Like this was just
you know what I mean?
This was you like this was a waste of time.
Nah. There's the what you call it. It's two types of what you call it. It's like a female will fake it, and then some females will be like, "Well, I faked it," and then you got some niggas that be like, "Well, listen, that wasn't about you. That was about me."
Selfish, you know selfish niggas.
And then you got niggas like that too, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you got females like that. You got females like that that be like, yeah, you know, it wasn't about you, nigga. It was about me. I was about my nut. So if you came, nigga, you came. If you didn't, you didn't. Like,
See,
get some old Wellers.
See, women like that are lucky. Women that can say, well, it wasn't about you, nigga, it was about me. When they get their shit off, a lot of times niggas be like, even if it was about you, oops. You know? That's what be happening a lot of times, I guess, from stories I've heard and shit. But I did see a post the other day where some people was talking about, yo, ladies, I heard men be faking it sometimes. And there was a bunch of niggas in there talking about, yep, this is how it goes, you know? I jumped in and said, yep, you just got to go, and then throw away an empty condom.
Yeah, I can't. Never. How you do it? Wait, talk about how you do it?
They'll never know. I mean, I tried to think. Yeah, there was what was that fucking? There was like some TikTok or some meme I seen a while back when it was just like this little kid. He was going,
Spectacular.
Man, some motherfucker said they spit on a chick butt and they act like they came.
I've done that before.
They said she ain't gonna move until you wipe it off, so it don't matter.
Yo, it's like paralyzing.
Yeah. It's like
yo, yeah. Be like, yo, all right. So you're gonna get the towel, right? You're gonna get something to work that up, right?
It's like freeze tag. Oh shit. Oh shit. Man, you stupid, man. Shit, yo. Let's jump and try next time. Oh man, Tennessee has recently passed a law, which I actually agree with, and I think more states should probably do this. They passed a law where
that's a dope law, yo.
If you're a drunk driver, you get into an accident and you kill a parent, you're going to be responsible for supporting that child now, like child support. They're going to put you on child support for that child. So after you do your jail time, you're going to get out, and now you're going to have to take care of that child. They're going to be garnishing your wages. If you can get a job, they're going to be taking your money. They're going to be fucking you up. As another incentive on not to drive drunk. Well, I actually retweeted a video today of this girl saying, yo, life can change like that. And I'm looking at the TikTok. I'm like, the TikTok on Twitter. I'm looking at it like, what's she talking about? The beginning of the video, she's dancing and shit. End of the video, she's in the hospital all fucked up. But then somebody actually had a video on a dash cam of the car accident. Yo, she said she was in the passenger seat. Her friend was driving drunk. The car. You know what? Let me actually go to my Twitter. Let me go to my Twitter and pull this up. This was a drunk driving accident that I actually retweeted recently. And let me see if I can find it real quick. No, that was some kid getting face bit. Oh man, where did I put it? Oh, I can't find it. Oh shit, did I not retweet it or some shit? Did I forget?
Maybe you thought you did.
Maybe I thought I did, but I didn't.
Happens to me all the time.
Yeah, I'll have to go back through and look at the shit. Damn it, man! I thought I reshared it. Oh, here we go. All right, let me boom. Let me see. All right, here we go. You know, she got herself dancing. This is the car afterwards.
Wow.
But here, check this out. This is a video.
This is the accident?
Yeah. That's how the car just flies through. Boom. You see that shit? Let me rewind this.
She was moving.
Let me rewind this, y'all.
They're still alive, or the friend died? Somebody died in that shit. Like, I hate to say that, but somebody died in that shit.
No, I don't think so, yo. Yo, the car was flying and went under the tanker. But the thing is,
and this is what I'm saying.
The thing is, if you don't notice this, on the other side of the tanker is a fucking cliff. There's a fucking cliff. So even though the car went under the tanker, I believe they both survived. But even though the car went under the tanker, if that tanker wasn't there, they would have been off that cliff, yo. Luckily, these are the only injuries that this woman suffered, and she was a passenger in the vehicle. You know, so I'm not mad at that new law that's being passed, that has been passed in Tennessee for drunk drivers. That if you do get into an accident and you cause a parent to die, that you will be responsible for child support. You know, because shit like that is crazy and wild. And I know personally, when I was younger, I used to drink and drive. I didn't drink, but enough to make me do stupid things. And I did drive a little faster when I was inebriated. Nowadays, if I have 2 beers, I'm doing the speed limit. And this is like 2-3 hours after I had them 2 beers. You know? I'm like, you know what? I'm lying. I don't put 2 hands on the wheel. I'd be like, I'm going to just drive regular. Unless I'm following somebody that's been drinking. You know what? Let me stop. But no, I agree with this. I don't think it's a bad thing because people do foolish things sometimes, and people lose their lives because of it. And something like this happens. Yeah, I think more states should enact this law to where drunk drivers that kill parents of children will have to pay child support. I'm not mad at that. Not mad at it at all.
Yeah.
Oh, and you also told me about one more thing about Tennessee. You said they
just passing laws today.
Passed a new law for Confederate month?
Yes.
Let's see.
Month of April is now Confederate month in Tennessee.
Governor Reeves declares April Confederate Heritage Month.
Yes, Confederate Heritage Month. That's what it is.
Declares April Confederate Heritage Month. You know what? Before I talk about this, let me just update the title real quick. You know, just so we got a little marker of this little segment right here. Confederate Heritage Month. Governor Reeves declares April Confederate Heritage Month and Genocide Awareness Month. So.
And genocide. Wait, I didn't hear that.
Wait. So, what? Genocide Awareness Month. So you want to put Confederate Heritage Month and Genocide Awareness Month
together?
What?
If you're black, you should get out the.
Not only that. Right, so there's millions of black people in America. You know, there's been a lot of horrendous shit that the Confederates did to black people, right? But then to add Genocide Awareness Month with it, do they not realize that the Confederates are responsible for the genocide of the natives of this country? You know, that's why they own little plantations and little patches of land that the government said, you know what? We damn near wiped y'all out. We committed genocide, and because of that, we're gonna give you this little land and act like this makes it better, which it doesn't. But that's like a slap in the face to have Confederate Heritage Month along with Genocide Heritage Month. It's like we're gonna put the cause and the effect at the same time and tell you, hey,
I feel like this.
Shit.
I feel like this. Just burn a fucking cross on my lawn. Why don't you? Shit. You know
yeah, burn a cross.
Burn a fucking cross,
you know, but you know what the crazy thing is? Confederate History Month is not. This is not only Tennessee. This isn't only Tennessee.
It's Alabama. I know Alabama is definitely in Alabama. Probably was the first.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 7 other states that have Confederate Heritage Month. Confederate Heritage Month. That's like a tongue twister, you know? But there's 7 other states, and they're all Southern, and they go by the names of Alabama, Florida, the state that I'm in, Georgia, Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas, and Virginia.
Virginia or West Virginia?
It just says Virginia. But it says only Mississippi has officially declared April Confederate Heritage Month in 2022, with now Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, North Carolina, South Carolina will celebrate Memorial Day on these dates on the 25th. Shit. So some people is doing like, this shit is crazy. So they got Confederate Heritage Month, all while they're trying to ban learning about black people. Well, what's the new laws that these white politicians are passing for, like, that's like anti-black? I forget the name of it.
Like the abolish-free teaching slave black history, like slaves.
Yeah. What's the name of it?
Shit like that.
I forget.
I feel like this. With this being said, y'all can't even talk or even think about that until all your fucking great grandfathers and your grandfathers pass off.
Critical race
That's
theory.
how I feel. Yes, but that's how I feel. Like, you can't, like motherfuckers is in office now, and old decrepit motherfuckers. Nah, we not forgetting. Stop trying to make motherfuckers forget. You know what I'm saying? Y'all the motherfuckers that are with that shit. Y'all, I'm not saying y'all all with that shit, but a good majority of them motherfuckers is with that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I get it. I understand certain parts of being mad because there's no more slavery. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But because now you have to pay for that type of service. You know what I'm saying? For niggas to take care of the lawn, for niggas to make your bed, clean up behind you, wash your clothes and shit like that. You have to pay for that type of service now. I get it. Slavery time, you ain't have to pay for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You work a whole farm. You have a whole farm that you ain't work, grow shit on. You making the fruits of the labor, but you ain't out there putting the labor. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I get it. I understand why you mad. I understand why you mad about slavery. But at the end of the day, fuck that slavery shit. I'm not gonna forget. I'm not gonna forget.
Where?
I don't care what laws they make. I'm not gonna forget.
Where Tennessee actually had a thing with critical race theory as well, which kind of makes it almost impossible to teach Black history with this whole critical race theory banned over in Tennessee as well. So, as much as we think we're forward, we're still moving backwards in a lot of sections of this country.
I mean, I'll accept it if you want to call it American history. Like, for certain shit that happened here, it happened here. Happened here in America. So I can get it. It could be American. It's American history. Even though it's part of Black history, it's American history at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But it's somebody's story of history. But
Kai says we're not talking about the worst part. What's the worst part, Kai?
What, Kai?
Yeah, what's the worst part that we've missed? I'm curious.
Tell me, little brother.
Unless we've already touched upon it. Sean Simpson said that's like having Klan Day in the middle of February. It is.
Yo, has anybody seen that shit with the comedian who went out to attack like all the shit with America? Like, he's a Black comedian. He's like one of those, comes from that Steinfeld era type comedy. You know how you got that Black guy that like his comedy's not really like I guess hood.
Got you. Okay. I'm not sure who you're talking about though. But Kai said the worst part of this is a Black mayor signed the Confederate Heritage Month into law.
Facts.
Which, you know
Facts.
What? You are correct. I did read that part. I'm not sure how that slipped my mind, but that is, I was like,
and I
what?
think that's the part that made me, think about the whole thing. Like, yo.
Mm-hmm.
And when we first talked about it earlier, I was like, yo, I can't. It's some reason I'm telling you this, and it's something important, but I just couldn't remember why it was happening.
Yeah, that's the wildest thing to me, though, a Black man doing it.
Yo, fam.
I don't know.
Chicken George. He's Chicken George.
Sean Simpson
That's
says
right.
it best.
All
skin folk ain't kinfolk. You're right, brother.
Ain't kinfolk.
You're right. I'm not even sure how does a Black man, you know what? You got that Black sheriff. What was that Black sheriff's name? That was just like
your man in Maryland. Or where was he at? The one that lied and was like, yo, they raping him down here, but he was trying to get help. Which one?
Nah, it was
the nigga from New Orleans.
It was like a Black sheriff against Black people, it seemed like.
Oh, fam, but you want to know what's so crazy?
David Clark.
It's like that in the South.
Oh my God! You know what's crazy? His name. This is actually the person I was looking for, and all I did in Google was put Black sheriff against Black people. Dead ass. Black sheriff against Black people, and what comes up? David Clark.
Right?
David Clark. Yep, that's exactly who I was talking about.
Oh, look how he's getting. Look how he's getting.
Yep.
I'm not saying what you call it, but look how he's getting with the cowboy hat and all that.
Yep.
He is different. He raised different. He was in the wrong town. He was in the wrong town, so that's why he don't understand the love for Black people.
Yeah. Let's see. There was something. He had one quote that I remember him saying a lot, but you know what? I'm not even going to repeat it. You know. Oh, I think he said some shit like this. Like there's no racism American. There's no racism in America or some shit like that. That was one of his thoughts. I was like, nigga, get the fuck out of here. You know. But I think that wraps it up for us tonight. I don't think we have anything else on the docket. Yeah, that's everything. We will see y'all on Tuesday night. Think I'm gonna have me a nice chill weekend. You know, I got me another week before I get paid for the first time this month. So I got that still dealing with, but I'll be good. I'll be good, you know. But that is everything we got for tonight. We will be back on Tuesday with another dope ass show for that ass, you know. So with that being said, may your weekend be great. Do your best to stay sucker free and keep a smile on your face, baby. Weez out this biatch.
Thanks for watching the dopest live stream. That's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, and sometimes like a showcase. Khary's crib. 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 Crib. Thanks for watching the dopest live stream. That's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, and sometimes like a showcase. Khary's crib. 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 Khary's crib.